Difficult one, China. I'm gonna go with Sam Thompson on pole, Thomas McIver in second, and Halvor in third.
Okay, I think strong top three, but I'm gonna go different. For me, my top three is gonna be Halvor. Then we're gonna have Tim. And then, third, quite close. Maybe Halvor's teammate, Bjorn. But I don't know. We'll see.
Good suggestions there. I will have to say though that I was thinking about Tim too, but I know that he's not feeling 100% well today. He's a little ill, so taking that into account, I think he might get a little affected. Well, you know how it is. If you lose that little bit of edge you have in this, you're either gonna push it without successfully pushing it and end up spinning, or you're just not gonna be pushing enough.
Yeah, I have to agree there.
In the meantime, not sure who's the first on track, but I am following Sam Thompson right now. He's been showing good pace in some of the races so far, but I think he's been having a little unluck too. That is very wide.
I do believe the first driver's starting the lap is going to be Philip, so let's see what lap he could try and produce.
Well, if you stay on Philip, I'll stay on Sam then. So you can see that Sam clips the grass a little in turn one there. Interesting to see Halvor and Callum already out on the soft tires, so I think it's fair to say that we might see some people on softs. Jeremy,
I think this is quite interesting. Actually, that Luke Baker is out on mediums already, so I do believe that he'll be going for the softs as well.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to wait and see a little more before we're gonna see what people are actually gonna go for, but we have people on the hards and they are definitely pushing to get a good lap in.
Philip's coming down the back straight.
Same as Sam Thompson. Get a glimpse of Philip there going into the final corner. First lap is going to be a 33.9. Thomas, however, beats that with a 33.9, and look at that Sam Thompson with a 33.6 and going very wide in the first corner after that. Oh, but Langfield with a 33.4.
It's quite a good lap.
In the meantime, we have a new driver on the grid today too, Adam Corrigan. He's sitting in the McLaren today. He's a reserve for now, and he's gonna pass the line doing a 35.3. So I don't know, maybe he's made a mistake on that lap. I know that hasn't been driving that much on this game, so.
And Callum's binned it.
Callum bottle skin. Meantime, Tim is heading down the long straight now too. Cameron's choice for pole today, as he's coming out of the hairpin and into the final corner. And over the line, it's gonna be a 34 flat, so it's a little off. Let's see if any of these hard runners are on the second lap. Johnny is not. No.
I believe Philip is going to start another lap. He's saved up quite a bit of his ERS. Not, never mind, he goes into the pits.
What about line fuel? No. I guess we're gonna have to wait a little then, but I can see that Johnny's is on an outlap on hard tires, so gonna stick with TJ for now. The championship leader. The dominant force in a dominant alpha team.
Okay, so Billy was going for another lap. It looks as if he wasn't because he has no ERS, but it's an improvement. Now 134.1, but he had no ERS, so expect to see Billy going a bit quicker.
Alder is heading down the back street now to get ready to start his lap.
Also looks like Tim is going for another lap, but he's got no ERS on, so maybe he's trying to get a feel for the hard tyres before he goes for another push. Side, he's fairly decent on this lap. Actually, I think we're going to see a lot of people coming out on the soft tyres. There's a lot of people already coming out on mediums.
Yeah. That is early. Surprising, but nonetheless, Alder. Oh, and I believe Alder might have locked up a little in the chicane. Not chicane, but hairpin. It looked like his back end stepped out a little, so. But nonetheless, over the line, it's a 34-3, and I do not think he's gonna be happy with that one. Let's see them. As Thomas is starting a lap, so we'll follow him then.
Oh, Tom nearly lost it through the left-hander, just out of turn 3.
Just noticed that Marshall is in the live stream chat. Of course he is. Asking who I am on comms with. I am on comms with one of the sheepshaggers, the one and only Cameron Young. The toxic tomato. MacGyver through the last corner on his medium run, and it's a 32.8, which is well on pole so far. But
Tom with a 133.9 on the mediums.
Callum Anderson is on the hards right now, and he's Where is he exactly? He's in the second sector, coming up to this fast left-hander, leading into the other fast right-hander. He's got a mic, no way. Mr. Cameron has a reputation, but we got him on the mic in the end. Unless though Callum Anderson going through this long right-hander onto the long straight now. Gotta say, Callum has been very up and down this season. He's had good races, but he's had very bad races too. Oh, look at that. A short shift, Cameron.
Something Mr. Fosbottle cannot do.
Taking shots at Jared already. That's early. Callum though with a 34.6. So I don't know if that was his best lap, but...
Ooh, and Craig has come across the line with a 134.1 on mediums, so it's not a bad lap.
Not too bad. Now though, Luke Baker, he's gonna be the first driver to complete a lap on soft tires. He's a little behind so far, but...
I'd like to see, because he's just run wide there, I'd like to see if his tyres are already overheating, and if he's having problems trying to keep the temperature down.
Could be.
And Luke has gone second with a 133.1, but it looked as if his tyres started to really overheat, so we can also see Luke expecting to improve.
Definitely. Oh! My bad.
Bless you.
Let's see here. Luke is finished with his lap. Philip should have been... Oh, and I think Philip has just messed up actually. But Billy Mossum looks like Billy is giving a slipstream to his teammate actually.
Oh, as Jeremy's just run wide onto the curb with a long right-hander.
But Billy didn't really get out of the way for his teammate the best way possible, but we'll see, maybe Tim has gained something on it.
Oh, and Jeremy's gone very deep and ruined his lap.
As Tim goes second with a 32.9 on the mediums.
Jeremy's going to complete his lap though. It's 136.1. As actually we see Sam is out on a lap with the mediums. He's just run wide for the left-hander, but he's still up on his time. Oh, I think he's cut the corner there.
That's never a good thing.
Oh, okay.
And into the wall we go. Let's see. There's nobody on the lap right now. Adam is... He's on his second lap with the hard tires actually. Interesting. Langfield is out on mediums. Who's first on track? That would be Adam, so we'll follow Adam for a little then.
Okay, I will shortly have to leave the commentary box, but I'll be back.
That is alright. So you guys will have to survive it, only me for a little then. As we can see Adam going through turn 1. Turning in a little too early there. Well, Callum, I don't really have the Liverpool game up, but we'll have a check for you in a few moments. In the meantime, Adam trying to improve his hard tire lap. Maybe you're running a lot of downforce, Tim, I don't know. The third sector isn't much better straight and 2 corners, so you never know. Nonetheless, Adam Corrigan coming into the hairpin as Craig Woolley has called it a day for quali. He's now looking forward to the race. Adam coming through the final corner. Oh, and into the wall we go. that is a mistake I can actually imagine we were gonna see more.
Oh no, it's all gone wrong for Callum. He's missed the... Oh no. He's missed the line. He wanted to do a lap on mediums, so he ended up missing the line.
In the meantime, we can see that Langfield is on provisional pole right now. And his teammate is quite far behind at the moment. Obviously he's on out on lap though. Although and right now I think that might be actually... there is some chaos for Philip on his lap here.
We see yellow flags in sector 2 and it's Thomas. Thomas is he's binned it on his lap, and so he's not going to beat Langfeld, but he will be starting on the mediums.
Callum saying hard to mediums is way faster.
It also looks like that Luke is going to get slipstream off of Jeremy's AI.
Well, that's lucky. Nonetheless though, Philip coming over the line in just a few moments. On the soft tire it's going to be a 32.4, which puts him in second.
And Luke's going to come across the line. 33.1, slight improvement.
That's about it. Langfield looking like he has a great advantage on his teammate here today, so you never know, maybe he can catch a little up in the championship, maybe he can retake second too. Gonna have to wait and see for the race. One thing is sure to say though, none of us were even close to getting the quality predictions right.
Nope.
Not even close. I think I got third right though. Halvor. I believe I said Halvor for third.
Believe so.
In the meantime, while you were away, Marshall said Cameron GTA was funny the other day when me and my mate was attacking you and Matthew. Would you agree on
that
that?
was not. No.
No. Well, in the meantime, after quali we have Gerlina Langfield on pole ahead of Philip Dutchak, then Halvor Schontveit in third, Thomas McIver in fourth, Tim Bruce-Dalins in fifth, Luke Baker in sixth, Sam Thompson in seventh, Tom Spicer in eighth, Craig Woolley in ninth, and Billy Mossam in 10th. Outside of the top 10 we have Callum Anderson, Adam Corrigan, Jeremy Pope and Johnny Greenwood all getting to start on whatever tire they want. And what do you think, we're gonna see all of them on hards?
No, I think Callum might go for mediums actually.
Nah, Callum will go for hards.
Never mind then. Everyone on hards.
I mean, he just said that hards to mediums are way quicker, so I can't imagine that he goes for mediums then.
That's fair enough. Although I think maybe someone outside the top 10 is going to gamble for softs.
In the meantime, we can see that Callum and Brandy's arguing a little about Everton Liverpool.
Oh, actually, I'm wrong. No one has gone for softs. Adam and Jeremy have gone for mediums. Callum's gone for hards, like you said, and Johnny's gone for hards as well.
Interesting, and then obviously you have Philip and Luke on the soft tires, so... well, Marshall, I can answer you that. Cameron supports Manchester United. Am I not right there?
You are correct.
I know my fellow man. Well, top 3 in the race then, Cameron. You want me to go first?
Yes, again, please.
Alright, I think Langfield is going to have a good race today, and I'm going to go for him with the win. Halvor, after I saw that lockup in the hairpin on in his quali, I'm going to say that he's going to stay in third. And we're going to see Sam Thompson in second. Starting in 7th on hard is not that bad of a position.
Okay, so I think we've got a pretty similar top 3. I'm actually going to go for Halvor first. I'm going to go for Sam Thompson in second, and then Langfell in third.
Interesting, only switched around the alphas. Good day to you too, Christos. As we are about to line up on the grid, I am gonna take a short quiz. So, see that F2 is going interesting so far. They're on lap 2. But nonetheless, we are about to get away with this race. And hopefully it can be, as F1 was yesterday, a great race. As we have 5 red lights and away. Oh, and it's a drive-through for a jump start by Philip. He's gonna take the start, but he's gonna have to serve that at some point though.
And Halvor's on the inside of his teammate.
Is he gonna be able to make it past? I am not exactly sure how, but Thomas has managed to sneak ahead of them too.
Very optimistic from Thomas.
We can see
and Luke's actually going side by side.
Luke Baker. Oh, that drive-through is gonna hurt Philip quite a lot. meantime, what is happening further behind? Tim looks like he's fairly close to Luke.
I think Halvor's not
and
warmed his
Sam
tyres up.
Thompson was looking for a move on Billy Mossam there.
Actually, Sam's lost quite a few positions.
Oh yeah, but look at this though. Sam is looking for a good exit onto the long straight. We're gonna see now if anyone is gonna go for a move into the hairpin. It's not looking like it so far. What about Sam? Sam is gonna go for the inside on.
Oh, contact. Oh.
And that is very deep by Sam.
And he's got wing damage.
Oh, and that is... That's gonna make it
Oh,
difficult.
and Jeremy's lost it.
Oh.
He's still managed to keep his wing though, so I could see a recovery drive if there is a safety car.
Yeah, well, if he still has his wing intact, then all hope is in a way. He's lost a lot of time, unfortunately for him, but that could be regained. On the other hand, we can see that Philip is pulling away at this time, but on the soft tires, that's not that surprising. And of course, we know that what is going to hurt Philip this time is going to be that drive-through penalty.
I think the soft's actually already starting to go off.
Oh,
Philip's lost
right.
a 9/10 lead, and Luke's looking quite under pressure from Tim.
Oh yeah, look at this. Tim Bruce Dalins. He's known to be one of the aggressive drivers in this tier. Right now, I don't think he needs to be that aggressive. He's already ahead into the braking zone, and he takes the position fairly easy.
So Philip is going to serve his drive-through on the now, which is not optimal for him, obviously, but...
Oh, as Billy Mossam goes for the inside in turn one on Luke Baker. Billy goes wide, however, and Billy is still there. Luke is gonna try to out-traction Billy out of turn two. However, he just doesn't have the tires anymore.
Although he's... Oh, no, he's not going to send it.
Thinking about it. This is... Oh, and look at this, Billy. Look, thinking about going for it there too. In the meantime, we can see that Tim is just pulling away from these guys, and Tim is catching up to Halvor here.
Don't think Thomas has got DRS, which could leave him maybe not vulnerable on this straight, but maybe on the start-finish straight it might leave him vulnerable to Halvor.
Halvor has DRS, but he's too far behind. Adam Corrigan, however, he's right behind Tom Spicer, and there is Callum Anderson too. They're going 3 wide into the hairpin. Callum can't find any space, and he's gonna have to stay behind for now. Adam is still trying to attack Tom as they go into the last corner.
I think that's also ruined Adam's run.
Oh, it has, and look at Callum now. Callum might be looking for an opportunity in turn one. He's looking for that inside, but he can't. He just can't beat Adam's traction on those medium tires yet. Meantime, we can see that up in the lead actually, Langfield has lost some time, and Thomas is about to come back at him too.
Very weird. Maybe Langfield must have made a big mistake because he was out of the DRS.
Yeah, he was out of DRS, so he's got to made a mistake somewhere, or Well, he's got to have made a mistake. It's fairly easy to say. Nonetheless, we can see that Thomas doesn't really get the best exit out of this long corner. Oh, and I have news that Fruity Pebble crashed in F2.
Ah, Fruity Pebbles.
Thomas McIver, is he gonna launch it? He's not gonna do it this time. What about Adam further down the field? He's gonna be too far behind Tom. Yeah, Callum is too far behind. Oh, but Tom goes a little deep, which leaves enough room for Adam to try.
Oh, Thomas has gone on the inside. Sorry, Thomas has gone on the inside of Langfeld. Oh, there's contact. There's contact. And Langfeld slips behind Thomas.
For now, at least. Thomas has been in this situation before, chased by the two alphas. Will he be able to keep his head cool this time?
And Philip has decided that the softs are have completely gone off the cliff, and he is on to the hards, I believe. Yes, he's on to the hards.
Sam Thompson is right behind Jeremy Pope. They're on the same tire. Sam is gonna go on the inside. I believe Jeremy might have lost the back end a little.
Halvor nearly lost it for the right-hander, and Tom has also lost it for the right-hander as Langfield's already got past him.
Oh, Langfield having to defend from after overtaking Thomas there. Oh, and I believe there is more battles further down the field too.
Callum Anderson's launched it.
Oh, and look at this three-way scrap. Callum Anderson, Adam Corrigan and Tom Spicer, they're all trying to go for one position right now. You can see Adam going very wide. Oh, and look at this, Callum is going to try it around the outside in turn one. They're so close together, all three, but they make it without contact. And it looks like Callum has made the move stick there, Cameron.
Yeah, and now I think Callum's going to be wanting to try and get away from these two and push on.
And look at this, Tom Spicer, Adam Corrigan, Craig Woolley and Johnny Greenwood still all close together here. I gotta say, China really is one of the good tracks for racing.
Yeah, it brings the best of the ability out the drivers. Oh, and Adams, Adams run wide.
Having to go over the grass to come back on track there, and he's lost one or two positions. I'm not exactly sure. And he might lose another to Johnny Greenwood here on his outside through this long right-hander.
It's a good
Great
move.
respect shown by both drivers there.
Though it looks like Adam's going to actually come back at him down the straight.
Ah, they're still side by side. Adam on the inside, Johnny on the outside. Johnny is gonna have an easier time on traction out of this corner, and he's ahead. Can Adam come back into turn one though?
I've noticed something. There's a split in the strategies with the soft runners. So Philip has gone for the hards, and Luke must be going for the two-stop with the mediums.
Oh, you're right. One on a two-stop, one on a one-stop. It could be interesting to see which strategy works out best. Oh, by the way, Cameron, we have a question from a viewer here. It's the one and only Mong Lewis Marshall asking, why are you a toxic tomato?
Because he's not in PSG F2 anymore.
Gotta hit him back with that one. In the meantime, we're gonna see that Langfield is gonna be too far behind into the hairpin this time. He's not gonna be able to make a move on Thomas.
Oh, and Johnny's off. Johnny's on the grass then. I think he's had some oversteer coming through the right hander, and he's lost a lot of time.
But he hasn't crashed, so it's not lost for him. In the meantime, though, we can see that Thomas doing probably his best race in a long time here now. He's struggled in a lot of the races, always made mistakes, but right now he looks like he's on pace with the two alphas. We can see Tim in the background also trying to hang with them. Disgusting, Cameron. Thought we were friends. Marshall's response to you. After that GTA session, I don't think I would be too sure about that, Marshall. Don't worry, we'll bully Marshall on GTA another day.
I think Halvor's actually having problems with overheating his tyres. Langfell's run very wide.
Basically enough, he didn't lose too much on that actually. You can see that, except for this three-way scrap for the lead, there has formed mostly gaps between everyone now, as there is yellow flags in sector 3.
And I'm pretty sure that's Craig Woolley. I think he might have lost it.
Well, it happens. In the meantime, we can see that Langfield is trying to get back at Thomas now. He wants that position back. Thomas, however, also trying to fight his way back into the championship. I can say for sure that I think Langfield is having a similar issue to what I had yesterday. He doesn't really have much problems to stay with Thomas in the corners, but I think he runs more downforce than Thomas, which makes it difficult to overtake him on the straight.
I think I've got to agree, as Thomas is actually saving the ERS to play it all on the straight, so I think he's going to be extremely slippy.
You can see though that Langfield is really pushing down the straight here, but you can see that he's not closing enough, but he's gonna try to go for it. He's gonna launch it down the inside. They're side by side out of the hairpin into the final corner. It's gonna be Thomas first, but now into the first corner we can see that Langfield is much closer and he should be able to go for a move. However, he's forced to go around the outside on Thomas there. As they're side by side, but Langfield will have to concede this position this time. Gotta say though, Alder is having a quiet race so far. He's pretty much been just following his teammate and Thomas fighting for the lead so far.
Yeah, I don't know. Normally, Halvor seems quite quick, but I don't know. Maybe he's struggling with overheating his tyres in the dirty air. Doesn't seem particularly up to normal speeds.
Could be. Could also just be that he's... I'm fairly confident that him and his teammate are in a party together, and could just be that he's letting Langfield try to work his way past Thomas right now, and You never know if Langfield never manages to properly get past Thomas. Maybe they'll do a switch later on in the race. Although they are both
Could be.
fighting for the championship, so.
I think though the best person in the best position is possibly Billy. He's on the hards. He's in 5th. He's only around about 3 seconds back from the top 3.
You actually have a good point there. Your car is bad, Marshall. I don't know which car did he have. Billy's now up behind his teammate. Are we going to see some Ferrari
Oh, there's
team
contact
orders?
with Adam and Luke. I think Adam's managed to keep his front wing though.
Oh, that's good. As it looks like Tim is just going to let his teammate go. They're on different strategies, and the Ferraris need to have a good race to catch up a little in the constructor, so they're playing a team game then. And nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. And we see Craig Woolley's into the pits, so he's, well, obviously now he's going to go to the end. Be interesting to see where the other drivers come out with him, such as Sam and Luke. Well, not Luke, sorry, Tom.
With Billy past Tim now, Tim is just gonna try to follow Billy, as we can see that Billy is already starting to catch a little on the 3 guys ahead.
Oh, and Langfeller's actually pitted.
So Langfield's gonna be the first one to pit. Interesting to see that Tim doesn't choose to pit, actually, considering, well, he's not that far behind Halvor and Thomas, and undercut can be quite powerful on this track, so.
Yeah. So now Tom is into the pits. So it looks as if the mediums are starting to go off.
Well, that is as expected. Well, when are we gonna see a bottle Marshall again? That, oh, as Billy goes wide there, loses his position to his teammate again. It's interesting. As Marshall said, it happened straight after. So.
Oh, and Halvor's run extremely wide. I think he's his tyres are definitely done for.
Halvor, he's on new tires.
No.
Oh, wait, my bad. I was mixing up Halvor with his teammates.
As expected, Halvor comes into the pits.
Same as Thomas. Question is, where are they gonna be? Langfield
Tim
is
is
in
also
the
into the
hairpin
pits
right now. He's gonna come around the final corner now. Thomas.
He's just about to leave the pits.
He's gonna be right behind Langfield, but
Oh.
Langfield has made the undercut work perfectly and has taken the net lead in the race.
This has actually cost Halvor. Halvor's 2.4 seconds behind Thomas. So the mistakes are not really helping him.
We're gonna have to see if he can work his way back. Nonetheless, though, Langfield taking his position back from Thomas. Gotta say though, Callum is looking good right now. Started 11th, in second right now. Obviously he still has to pit, but could be a good drive from the back of the grid for Callum. But Langfield, Thomas is right behind him. Thomas has DRS. He's gaining quite heavily. He's looking to make a move, but he's not close enough. Oh, Marshall.
Oh, Thomas actually goes on the inside of Langfell, and yep, Thomas has taken the net lead.
Back again. Oh, but Langfell with a good exit. He's not really pushing his ERS, so. But see, they're heading up to Callum now, though, and Callum is Thomas's teammate, so Callum might just let Thomas through and give Langfell a harder time. This is not really the best position for Langfell now.
It's really not, and it looks as if Thomas is actually starting to catch up with Callum quite quickly, so this could be worrying for Langfell.
This could be what edges Langfell out of DRS from Thomas here. And you can see that Thomas has a good exit onto the main straight. He's gonna be able to pass his teammate. He should be. Or maybe not. As he pulls to the outside. I think it's fair to say that it looks like Callum isn't fighting too hard back, but he did not have a good corner there. I'm not exactly sure what kind of corner that was from Callum, but he didn't manage to keep Langfell behind either.
And it looks like that strategy for the Mercedes has gone wrong. And Langfell, no, not close enough. Although, it's going around the outside. Thomas shut the door, so expecting to see Langfell maybe make another pass on the back straight.
We're gonna have to wait just a small moment, and we'll see. In the meantime, we can see that Halvor hasn't caught up that much. Well, he's not actually caught up at all yet. So we're gonna have to. Down the long straight this time. Can Halvor, not Halvor, Langfell, I mean, do anything about Thomas? He's gonna be too far behind unless he makes a lunge straight, but let's be fair, it's too early to make a crazy lunge.
And obviously he doesn't want to risk his race, as he's actually in quite a good position right now.
Well, to be fair, yeah, right now he is taking points on his teammates, and Sondre, who is sitting second in the championship right now, he's there today, so he's taking points on him too. So you're right there, he probably doesn't want to risk too much. As we have Johnny and Sam in the pit now. Baker, he should be heading to the pit in a lap or two, I guess, too.
Yeah, I think he's gone with the wrong strategy. I think he should have probably tried and probably did the one stop, because of Phillips actually 8 seconds behind him.
Yeah, but then again, you gotta remember, when Luke goes into the pit, he's gonna catch a lot on Philip.
And that is true.
So,
Brand new mediums.
I don't know. I think so. Right now, it's almost looking like their strategy is working out fairly at the same level.
I think Halvor's going to be passing Callum this lap. He's got a good run down the back straight.
Definitely wants to, as Callum goes back to the racing line. Halvor down inside. And Callum's tires is just too old. He couldn't manage to break down enough for the corner and has gone deep.
And Billy's in. Got a fresh set of mediums.
Is Billy gonna come out though? He's gonna be behind Tim.
In front of Luke. It's quite interesting though how Billy's actually looks as if he's lost a lot of time to his teammate Tim.
Yeah, well, those old hard tires aren't really that good at the last few laps you have them on. Interesting to see though, we have Johnny Greenwood and Sam Thompson also on fresh medium tires now, so it's probably gonna be a little scrapping about getting the fastest lap too. In the meantime, Langfield is gonna try to get a good exit to pass Thomas down the long straight, but I don't think he's been able to get it this time either. 6/10 behind, I think that's a little too much. He's just not catching enough down the straight. He's gonna have to stay behind for another lap.
I think Halvor's actually in quite a bad position here because of if Langfell just decides to save the RS behind Thomas, obviously them two are going to be able to push a lot more, and Halvor's looks like he's trying to push to maybe make up the gap, but I think the DRS is a bit too powerful and Halvor's not been able to make any gains.
Well, he's gained a little, but he's not getting enough. In the meantime, it looks like Johnny is, oh, look at this, further down the grid, Cameron. We have Sam Thompson with Johnny and Tom right behind him. They're all fighting for the two last points giving positions.
Oh, Johnny.
Can see that Johnny is fancying a look around the outside there.
Very optimistic from the Haas driver.
Ah, well, we like it optimistic, don't we?
Very much. I think Sam's actually starting to pull away now, though.
All right now, ooh, as we see that Tom Spicer is going very deep there. But Johnny, though, he's still within DRS range. But Langfield, he's still too far behind Thomas. I think if Langfield wants to pass Thomas, I think he's gonna have to do it on the straight into turn 1 and try to pull away in the middle sector.
Yeah, I think he's also gonna have to try and use a bit more ERS to maybe get a bit closer to him.
But the problem is that Thomas isn't that low on the ERS either, so like, I think he just have to do something else but the long straight. Further down, Johnny on Sam. Sam still ahead. Johnny trying to get closer again. Oh, I feel bad for Felix right now. Those hard tires is gonna be, well, they're gonna be fairly bad at the end of this race.
might be looking at puncture territory. Oh, and Adam's out.
Adam is out. Sector 1, Sector 2. Oh, and look at Langfield. Nah, that is into the hairpin. That's why he's so close. Well, I think Adam has I think Adam just made a mistake on his own there. Nonetheless, it happens. Let's see, and Langfield is pushing Thomas a little more here, but he could have actually gone for a move here if he used his ERS there. But he's just sitting behind right now, and we can see that Alder hasn't been able to get a little closer now.
Also, we can see. Sorry, go on.
Ah.
We can see, Billy. He's starting to catch up with Tim again. I think Tim will let Billy right through his different strategies, and Billy's looking a bit quicker.
Might this actually be the lap? Langfield 4.5 tenths behind. Thomas is closer than he's been earlier. Can he manage to make a move on Thomas there into the braking zone? He's just gonna be a bit too far behind, but he goes for the inside there. But I don't think he's gotten the best exit, and they're still side by side. Thomas is slightly ahead, and he's gonna sacrifice his run off into turn 1. Langfield is gonna go side by side with him. Around the outside is going to be difficult, but Langfield is going to try. But he can't do it.
And this is actually bringing Halvor back into the fight as well for first.
Oh, it is. There's going to be some multi-21 here. It might be the wrong team, but yeah. And yeah, Tim let Billy go, as you said. In the meantime, that's the closest Langfield has gotten to passing Thomas now. He hasn't had that good of an exit from this corner this time. Langfield thinking about it, but he realizes he's too far behind this time. As Luke has just gone onto the soft tires and is right on Craig Woolley's tail. And I've gotten to know what Adam did. Spun on the last corner just as he did in quali, Cameron. Wasn't that where Jeremy also had a spin early in the race?
Yes, I think it was actually. Yeah, it was. Actually, Philip has come into the pits, so he's decided the hards are not going to last, and he's into the pits.
In the meantime, Luke is making a pass on Craig Woolley here. Those soft tires against those old hard tires are just way too superior. Where's Philip going to come out though? He's on his way out of the pit. He's going to be behind Luke. He's going to be behind Craig too.
But the important thing for
Look at this trio fighting for the lead now, Cameron. Langfield is pushing Thomas around some of those corners. He's gonna try to get a good enough exit from this long right-hander. 4.5 tenths behind. He's gonna have to make a lunge. And look at this, how...
Oh!
I was thinking about it, but Thomas braked later. In the meantime, and we can see that Langfeld doesn't have that much fuel to play with either now. And this is lucky for Thomas, he might get a little bit
saving
over
the
top.
RS.
Both saving the RS now.
Oh!
A small tap there. As we can see that Halvor is properly back in this fight now.
Very much so.
But right now I think we're going to see a pass by Philip on Craig Woolley into the hairpin. And once again Craig is going to be defenseless with those old hard tires. As Luke sets the fastest lap, what about Philip? Well, that is his out lap, so it's not going to be the fastest lap.
I think Langfeld's done a very good job of getting closer to Tom.
Oh, he has, and with a good exit this time, we might actually see him making a move this time. He's closer, it's only 4/10 now. But he's not gaining enough. He's gonna stay behind again. Oh, but Thomas went a little deep there. You know, the funny thing is that we can see that Billy is getting quite close to these three now.
I was about to say, all these three fighting, if they keep fighting like this, it's going to bring Billy right into it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a four-way scrap for the win today. And I'm not sure, but I don't think I've seen many penalties pop up either.
Neither. I think everyone's been quite clean, actually.
To be fair though, there isn't too many corners that you can cut enough to get a penalty on this track.
Well, that's true.
Four laps to go. 3, possibly 4 drivers fighting for the win.
Once again, Langfeld, he's gotten quite close to Thomas.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to make this exit work, and I don't think he's gotten the best exit from here this time. He's gonna be about 4.5, 5.5 tenths behind, so he's not gonna be close enough this time.
And Langfeld actually launched it, and it's not paid off for him. Very bad decision. Now Halvor's right on the back of his teammate.
Yeah, but is Halvor gonna make that move though?
It's not, but as we can see, Billy is 1.2 seconds behind.
Oh, he's not. He's 8 tenths behind now. He's inside DRS range. He's in this battle now. And while these guys are driving, Tim found an opportunity to write in the livestream chat saying, "Don't forget about Billy. He's flying now." To be fair, Tim is kind of on his own right now. He's not able to catch up to these guys, but he's way ahead of Callum, so one straight on AI, I guess.
Possibly.
As you can see, that Halvor has dropped a little further behind this now. We can see Billy might be able to get a run on Halvor this time. He's gonna be a little too far behind, and Billy has almost used up all of his ERS. If I were Billy right now, I would save some ERS on this next lap and try to go for it on the lap after and the last lap.
I think that's what Hal's actually done. He's now upwards of 80%.
Billy is at 5%.
Billy, you've got to start saving.
You gotta start saving now.
And that could possibly be the first penalty of this race. Callum Anderson picks up a time penalty.
Langfield, though, he's once again back on the rear of Thomas. Two more laps. What do you reckon, Cameron? Are we gonna see a crash between 2 or 3 of these guys?
It'd be quite exciting for a crash. I don't know though. I think Langfell might just be playing it a bit smart.
I mean, I gotta say, considering Langfield and Halvor, I don't think those two are going to crash. They're usually fairly calm and collected when they race. Thomas, on the other hand, he has shown this season that he can crack under pressure, so... But during this race, he seemed fairly good. He's not made many mistakes. He's just done what he had to do.
Billy has to really start saving the ERS.
Well, Callum, it's 1-0 to Liverpool against Everton. Since you asked. Sitting there driving around in 200 miles per hour asking for the Liverpool score.
Oh, Billy sent it down the inside.
Oh, that's interesting. Side by side with Halvor through this long right-hander.
Problem is for Billy, he doesn't have as much ERS as Halvor.
I think Halvor has DRS while Billy doesn't, but Billy sends it in the hairpin and he sent it way too far. And I think that has just put Billy out of the fight for the podium right now.
All of Billy's hard work, all undone.
He's out of the fight for the win. He might still get a podium.
He's also low on fuel, so he's got to start saving fuel as well.
Langfield, then. It's the final lap. He has enough ERS to go hot lap the whole lap if he wants to. He's got to be able to find a way past Thomas now, or it's gonna be second place today. That Mercedes has been too quick in a straight line the whole day, and he's gonna have to try to find a way past. I can see that there is some battling further down the grid there too, so we're gonna have to try to see what's happening there. It's Luke against Philip, both the soft runners. What has happened with Halvor?
Oh no!
Oh, and
Halvor's round.
I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Something happened, but yeah. But
last lap, Langfeld. He's got to send it.
This is the time, Langfeld. You have one more shot, and that's right now. He's fairly close.
I think Thomas moved on the brake in there.
I gotta say, it looked like it.
But
probably
anyways,
been
Thomas
easier
gonna
to
come
see,
through.
but it's Thomas over the line in first place, Langfield in second, Billy in third, Tim grabbing that fourth after Halvor had a spin. Halvor in over the line in fifth, and Callum Anderson is gonna come over the line in sixth, making a good comeback from 11th today. Sam Thompson really, he was really in a fairly decent position starting the race, starting on hards in 7th, but he ends up with 7th in the end. Johnny Greenwood then over the line in 8th. Behind him, Tom Spicer. Then we have the two battling cars of Philip and Luke still battling for that 10th position as Luke spins out in the last corner. And Philip crosses the line in 10th, and Luke, he's gonna end up with a DNF 1. Well, not even a corner from the line.
He's parked it in the same place. Oh, that's going.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Luke gave it his all to get that position on the last lap then.
Yeah, I think it was a bit unnecessary though. I don't know if he was in the points or not, I can't really remember, but maybe he took a bit too much risk.
Well, he was in 11th when he did that mistake, so he didn't lose any points on it that way. But what a race though. Thomas MacIver taking I forgot what I was about to say. Taking another win. That's what I was about to say. And it's Thomas MacIver with the win today ahead of Björn Einar Langfield. Then we have Billy Mossam going from 10th to 3rd today, making that strategy work perfectly. With a little better ERS management, maybe he could have gone for 2nd or 1st. Timbersdale is also making a strong race for the Ferrari team today with 4th. Halvor Schonkweit with 5th. Callum Anderson in 6th, making a strong comeback from 11th. Sam Thompson staying in 7th. Johnny Greenwood from 14th to 8th. Tom Spicer in 9th, and Philip in 10th. Just not getting that two-stop to work properly. Or well, I believe he was at the one-stop first, actually.
Yeah, and also I believe that that drive-through that he had from the start also cost him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually. Well, we're gonna see if we can get the top 3 in for interviews. So let's see. That would be Langfield, Mr. PMP, and Billy. Yeah. So we'll see them. Well, I am among Marshall. You know I am. Yes, we have one of the drivers in already. And there we have this race winner. And there we have start with Billy. So, Billy. First of all, quali didn't seem like it worked out perfectly. Was the plan to start on hards, or did you just not
yeah.
get...
I watched the race last night. So.
Alright. Fair enough, good option then. But still though, starting in 10th, did you think that you were gonna end up on the podium?
No.
During the race, we saw you catching up to your teammate Tim a few times, and
yeah.
it looked like there was some team play there. He didn't make it hard for you to get past, and
No.
was that the plan, or?
I think so. I weren't actually talking to him. So.
Oh, that's fair enough. Still good to see that teammates respect their teammates and see that they're on different strategies. But still though, 10th to 3rd, you gotta be feeling pretty good right now.
I did want to win, but just couldn't catch.
Well, you got close, but when you got close, it wasn't that many laps left, and you already burnt out your ERS. So I knew that it would be difficult, but
I kept going low like everywhere else, and then hot lap on the straight. So.
But on the few final laps there, though you were up to the top 3 battling there, and
yeah,
you made a few mistakes too. You went way too deep in the hairpin at one time that I can remember at least.
Yeah, that was my race done.
Well, it seemed like it, but I don't know. Did you see what happened to Halvor on the last lap there?
He spun.
Alright, just straight up spun. Well, to be fair, that saved the podium for you then.
Yeah.
But oh my god. You guys know me. My memory is not good. Next track would be Belgium. Is that a good track for you?
Not really, but hey,
Alright, well.
just have to wait.
You looking for a race win or podium or?
Podium actually.
Alright, fair enough. What about the constructor championship? You're both ending.
We did quite well
today.
So I got 12 and Tim got 10. So.
Well, you got 15 and Tim got 12.
Oh, 15.
So both catching probably at least the McLaren's, Mercedes team. Like, what is your aim, goal for the standings?
I don't know. I have to speak to him privately.
Well, I can tell you right now, you're about 63 points behind Mercedes. Obviously today catching up 2
It'll
points.
probably be them then.
So 61. Obviously getting past Mercedes would be getting up into 3rd in the constructor. Is that gonna be
I mean, no offense, but Callum's like kind of not harder than catch.
Fair enough. Well, any questions from you, Cameron?
No, I just like to say, Billy, you had a good race, from 10th to 3rd. Well done.
Thanks.
Alright, well, congratulations on the podium today then, Billy, and good luck for China and now for Belgium.
Thanks.
As we head over to 2nd place, and that would be you, Langfjell.
Hello.
A long race today. A lot looking at the rear of the Mercedes.
Yeah, struggling to get a good exit on the main street.
Well, first of all though, quali was good. You took pole and did a great quali, but in the race it looked hard. I don't know, I don't know your guys' setups, but it definitely looked like you were going with more downforce than Thomas, and you never really got a good enough run onto the long straight there. Like, what were you thinking towards the last few laps?
I was just hoping he would mess up the exit on the main straight there, but he was always getting a better exit.
Oh, well, that's it's fair to say you did have a few laps at the end there where you did get better exits though, but like I said, it just didn't look like you were able to catch enough on the straight end.
Yeah, I was hoping for one last shot there on the last lap, but he closed that door.
Well, nonetheless, second place is a good result. Obviously, your teammate made a crucial mistake on the last lap, spinning and dropping down to 5th, I believe. So, catching up a little in the championship. You've retaken second place in the championship too, so...
Yeah, and gaining some on Alder.
Was there any point in that race where you guys were thinking about switching around to see if Halvor could get past Thomas, or...?
No, he was also struggling sometimes on the exit to the main straight.
Oh.
I told him if you're faster you can go past, but he just stayed behind.
Because to us it looked like he was just sitting behind and waiting for an opportunity, but was a little different than what we thought then. Anyway, it's still a great result, and next week it's gonna be Belgium. How is that gonna be?
Well, my pace there is it's okay if I can keep the car on the track.
Or Rouge the problem?
Yes.
Well, I don't think you're gonna be the only one with that issue. I think we're gonna see a few other cars struggling there too.
Been to that wall 3 times in 2 other races. But still managed to keep my car okay.
Well, I mean, it happens. Your goal for that race then?
My goal is to win, so going for the victory. Hoping to take Halvor in the end in the constructor and the driver constructor.
Alright, nice. Any questions from you, Cameron?
Yes, actually, Langfeld, did you ever decide? Did you ever think to use a bit more ERS through maybe the middle sector, try and get a bit closer to Thomas?
I tried that once, almost lost the rear in the SS.
Yeah.
So, but even though if I'm close to him, he still got that better exit on the main straight, and I just, yeah, fuck it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Well, with that, congratulations on second place day, Langfeld, and good luck for Belgium.
Thank you.
And we're gonna head over to Thomas, today's winner.
Yeah.
And Thomas. Are you there?
Yeah.
There you are. So, Thomas, I think it's fair to say that you've struggled a lot this season.
Yeah, definitely.
And, well, today, quali didn't go perfectly either, I think, with 4th place, but you got a great start though, and made your way up to 2nd pretty quickly, and from there you made your way past Langfeld, and after that you were just looking, well, rock solid the whole race. You You had a few moments where Langfield got close enough, but you always looked in control in this race, pretty much. And what is your take on the battle for first today?
I felt like I had a lot more pace, but just because of the RS I couldn't pull away, so I just decided to defend as hard as I could, and get the best exits out of the long stretch. So yeah, seemed to work.
To be fair, from what we heard from Langfield, it definitely worked. He was never able to match your exit in his opinion. From what we saw, it looked like he managed to get you on the exit sometimes, but he just couldn't match your straight line speed today, it looked like. And was that like something you were kind of going for before the race, sacrificing a little quali speed for straight line speed, or?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was going for. So it obviously worked. Keep it in mind for the next race.
Oh, it did, and I know way too well how bad this track is with too much downforce. Experienced that yesterday. It just gets too difficult to overtake them. But still, great victory. No bottle today, and you did say before the race today that if you didn't win, World War III would start.
We're all saved.
And my God, you managed to take the win too. So you kind of saved the world today too. How does that feel?
Yeah. Oh, good. You could say that.
Question from you, Cameron.
Were you a bit worried when Langfell decided to do the undercut? Or?
Not really, because I felt like I had a lot more pace in them, so I just pushed for one lap and then came in. But yeah, he pulled it off, and then I just got past him again, so it's alright.
So, good race from you.
Yeah.
Oh, well, one last question actually. Belgium is next track. We heard Langfield's concerns about Eau Rouge. What about you?
Not a good track for me at all.
Eau Rouge the problem is, or is there multiple problems?
There's multiple problems.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations on the win, saving the world, and good luck for Belgium, of course.
Thank you.
And with that, Cameron, we are fairly close to ending off the stream then.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Well, to be fair, we can't drag it out too long, and it wouldn't be too interesting if we just sat here for another hour just talking. Well, I actually have a question to you, Cameron.
Yes.
Can you guess who it is from?
Marshall?
Yes. So, ask Cameron, how many sheep do you shag a year?
Well, I mean, average is about 120. It differs on a year, more or less.
Well. There we have 120. Well, with that, I think I'm just gonna say, well, first of all, your driver of the day, Cameron. Who is that?
Probably Billy. Good showing from 10th. My vote's probably going to go to Billy.
It's gonna be boring when I say the same, but Billy does get my vote too, with a strong race from 10th to 3rd. Obviously Thomas did a solid race too, but Billy was quite far behind and he manages to catch up to them, also manages to overtake a lot of people in the process, so gotta say Billy too. Oh my God, the sheep questions. No, Cal. We're done with the sheep questions now. Well, with that, I guess I'm just gonna say thank you to you, Cameron, for joining me in commentary today.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a good race, so you were lucky with that one. Although there usually is good races in F3. But definitely a lot of action in this one. With that, we are gonna end off the stream. This has been IRL F3 round 14 around China. I've been your commentator, joined by Cameron Young today. Thomas McIvers took the win in the end after fending off the two alphas. And also a little bottle by the championship leader on the last lap. But with that, if you want to see some more action from IRL, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Next race will be next week on Saturday with F1 going to Belgium at 6 p.m. Then obviously F2 and F3 going to Belgium at 4:30 p.m. at Sunday. With that, thank you and good night.
Bye.